You know, guys, in a way, everything kind of comes full circle. In this week's Parsha, Torah portion, Hashem tells Abraham, anyone who blesses you, I will bless, and anyone who curses you, I will curse. And right now, we have a situation in America where the soul of the nation is being fought over. More specifically, the soul of, I guess, conservatism or the conservative side. Ever since Charlie Kirk was shot, we've been seeing this kind of, I guess, attempt to fill a void in the organization and the movement. And what we've seen from people like Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and even J.D. Vance, and even, surprisingly, the Heritage Foundation, is not the greatest, to say the least, guys. And, you know, guys, I'm making this video not for the purpose of talking to groypers who I know are going to hate Jews no matter what. Like, I'm not going to be able to convince them or tell them anything regarding why it's important to just morally support Israel, morally. But I'm talking to those folks in power in the conservative movement, whether you're a politician, whether you're part of some think tank organization, non-groypers, right? Christians. I'm going to take you all the way back to what led to this entire conflict in Israel. What led to October 7th. You know what led to it? The removal of the Jews from Gaza in 2005, in August 2005. Specifically in Gush Katif. And folks, that happened on August, I believe it was the 13th, I want to say. Middle of August. Quite literally, 10 days later, a little more than a week later, America experienced one of the biggest natural calamities it ever experienced, Hurricane Katrina. And there were many similarities between Katrina and Gush Katif. People couldn't go back to their homes. People were sitting on rooftops, right? Folks, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, when you push the Jewish people to doing something against their own interest, something truly calamitous, it was a calamity. How do we know? It happened on the 9th of Av. Actually, it's the 10th of Av, but as we know, the temple burned until the daytime on the 10th of Av. So this is something that the American administration basically nudged, I'm using the word lightly, Israel into doing. Namely Ariel Sharon. And it got a response from Hashem. It got a response. So folks, those of you who are Christians, those of you who understand reward and punishment, yeah, it's not, nothing is linear, right? Hashem doesn't work in like a linear way or like, instant karma way. You don't, it's not actually not a thing in Judaism, if you do like some kind of a sin or whatever, you get instant karma. It's not a thing. But certain things, certain moments, we can see it, right? And here we are 20 years later, right? Even a friend of Israel, so-called friend of Israel, President Trump, is doing all these dealings with Qatar and Saudi Arabia, not allowing Israel to literally finish off Hamas, finish the war. Not stopping any Qatar funding from brainwashing kids in the universities in America. And we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars, my friends. Not stopping any of it. So, if you're listening, guys, whoever's listening, whoever is close to President Trump, whoever's close to any, what I call normal conservatives, Christian conservatives, you know I don't have to tell you what Hashem told Abraham. Whoever blesses you, I will bless. Whoever curses you, I will curse. And we saw what happened 20 years ago. And now we're here 20 years later. And honestly, guys, I don't want Hashem to take, to exact literally instant karma on America. I do not want that. So now you might be saying, Tzvi, well, what do you want? You want undying, you want like infinite funds? No, I don't want infinite funds from America. I want that if Israel is in a war, that Israel be treated like an independent country. That it be, if it needs to do what it needs to do, then it should be allowed to do that. It should not be told what it needs to do. Yes, I understand that it's also partially the fault of our leaders in Israel, and even the people who allow this, the citizens of Israel who allow this kind of stuff, because they think there's nothing they can do. Maybe. I think there is something they can do, but that's a different conversation. But at the end of the day, guys, if there's no pressure from America, then Israel can be an independent country. And all you have to do is bless Israel. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to give it weapons. You don't have to give it money. Just bless it. Give a blessing. That's it. And you'll be blessed. And you'll thrive economically, socially, all the rest of it. Really. I don't know how it's going to materialize. That's up to Hashem, and that's up to the people. I just know that happens. And the opposite is true also, guys. You saw it 20 years ago. Again, whoever blesses the Jewish people is blessed. Whoever curses the Jewish people is cursed. Eventually. As we've seen in history. We've seen it. And to the Groypers, there's nothing I can say to you. The more you talk, the more you curse yourself. The more you talk, the more you curse yourself. America first should not be about, should not be an anti-Israel implication. America first should just be America first, okay? Healthy relationship with yourself, right? Put yourself first, just like Israel should put itself first. But it shouldn't be, we hate the Jews and we hate Israel. That's not what America first equates to. But listen, that's your prerogative. And again, to those listening who are not Groypers, you have these people among you, and just if I were you, I'd distance myself from them. Just for the sake of America, for the sake of Hashem, of God, continuing to giving a blessing to America. That's really what this is about, guys. All right. Shabbat shalom.